Hello guys and gals, Buffalo here. Today we're going to take a look at these backup sights by Fab Defense that Optics Planet sent over to the channel for me to take a look at and ultimately give a review on them, give my opinion to you guys. Now, they're called backup sights, but obviously you can use them as primary sights as well, which is what I've done here on this Bear Creek Arsenal Complete Upper. It's the 12.7 by 42 upper. You guys saw me shooting with these sights on it the other day. These sights have some pretty cool features to them that I wanted to share with you guys in case you weren't aware of them. If I can get this to focus, sometimes it will, sometimes it won't. There it went. You can see those lots of cool angles and lines on these sights. They're really a good looking sight. You can see serrations here sticking out just a little bit past the rail, and that's because these are manual flip up. There's no buttons or anything to push. Purely manually operated. Same way with the rear. See what I'm talking about? It kind of looks like a little Matchbox race car or something. It just manually flips up. For some of you guys that may be a positive, for others it may be a negative. I can see it going either way. Sometimes you don't want that loud click of accidentally popping up your manual sights. With these you don't have to worry about that. So let's look at some other things here. Another thing I like about these sights is on the front sight particularly, it's adjustable without the use of a tool. With other sights like this Magpul, and guys, I love Magpul. Not picking on them at all. Make a great product, a great American company. But you do have to use a tool to adjust your elevation with that front sight post. And again, with the Magpul, you can see the buttons to flip the sight up. Whereas with this Fab Defense, it's purely manual. If you've got that mounted on your rail, you just press it up and it'll pop out. But I do like that, being able to adjust it tool free. Anytime I can do something tool free, I'm going to prefer that over doing it with a tool. And these, they call it an angel wing design that stand up here. It really does help line up with the rear aperture and gives you a good sight picture. It helps draw this post to the middle of your sight picture is what I'm trying to say. Another thing I noticed about the Fab Defense sight here is that even though they're the same sight height when in the flipped up position, they're shorter when folded down, which means they take up less room on your Picatinny rail when folded down than the Magpuls do. And the same difference in height can be seen on the rear sight as well. I don't have, this is my Smith & Wesson 1522. I've got a Magpul rear sight on it, and you can see here's a Fab Defense rear sight. Much shorter, takes up much less rail space. Probably more than a ½ inch difference there. But yet when flipped up, they're the same height, so your co-witness and all that stuff will still work. On this rear sight, you get a couple of apertures. That's the small aperture for more precision work, and you can flip that down and you've got a larger aperture for closer up, more like a close quarters aperture. So that's pretty nice. Of course, your windage, you got a wheel on the side for your windage. And this Fab Defense stuff is really well made. What first turned me on to it was that Fab Defense stock that I did a video on, that GL shock stock. I was surprised at how well made that thing was. So that got me wanting to try more of the Fab Defense stuff, just to, number one, just to try something different, and number two, see if all their products are that well made. And these certainly seem to fall into that category. Very well made. And another thing I noticed was, see how the Magpul just has the screw running through, just a round non-threaded part of the screw there that locks it into your Picatinny rail slot. The Fab Defense actually has a molded rectangular part there that the screw goes through to lock into the Picatinny rail, that, guess what, is also rectangular. The slot is also rectangular. So you get a better lockup for sure, and also better repeatability. When you take these sights off and put them back on, this one, because it locks in so well with the pick rail, is going to come more to being zeroed than the Magpul will, or at least I would think it would. So I haven't actually got to the range and tested that, but in theory, you would think that the rectangular channel going into the rectangular slot would give you better repeatability. So I thought that was a pretty nice little feature. And also I noticed that with the Fab Defense, which it comes with the tool, obviously, you would expect that it would, you can remove this side. Watch it, don't lose that screw. But now I can stick this along this rail anywhere I want and just put my little locking piece right back on. I can do that regardless of what other accessories I may have mounted on the rail. I can just take that off and put it back on wherever I want. While with the Magpul, it doesn't quite work that way. I don't want to lose that little nut out of there. You can't just stick it on anywhere you want. It actually has to slide on from the end of the rail. So if you've got anything else mounted and you want to put a sight, whether it be the front or the rear, you have to take off your other accessories to slide this on. Don't see that being a big issue, but it is just something that I noticed. Now, I want to reiterate here, I'm not knocking the Magpul backup sights. I've got Magpul backup sights on at least half a dozen rifles. Love them, great sights. But if you're looking for a little something different, or you like some of the features on these Fab Defense manual flip-up sights, you can find these on opticsplanet.com. And if you'll use code BUFFALO as a coupon code when you check out, it'll save you 5% on these sights. Now, I'm not going to quote a price, because last time I looked, these were on sale for a really good price before you even use a coupon code. So I don't want to quote a price and then you guys get over there and they're not on sale anymore. But Optics Planet was running a pretty good sale on these. So if it's something you're interested in, I sure recommend them. I can't find any serious flaws with them whatsoever. Good looking, well made, rugged set of sights. If you like a set of manual sights, these may be your ticket. So that's all I got today. This is Buffalo, and I'll talk with y'all again soon.